That really honestly depends on the condition of the property. So, generally when I come in, I'll take a look at the entire property and I'll say, okay, if we leave it as is and just, do paint touch up and stage and, clean up, this is how much we're going to get. If we do some renovations, talking about 1 to 3 week time period, and this is how much value we're looking to get. If we do full renovation, this is how much value we're looking to get. And the time that it's going to take to sell. You've got to consider timing as well, because if you're in a shifting market and the market might decline, you want to get on the market fast. You want to be the first one out, because your neighbor could decide to take a lower price and bring down the comp. So, but generally speaking, most of the listings that I take, they will let me do, 1 to 3 week prep work.
Clean up.
Sometimes I even renovate a bathroom quickly. It depends. But, if you are thinking about selling in the near future and you're like, we just want to prepare our property, some of the basics are make sure your landscaping, especially in the front, is looking green and inviting. That's your curb appeal.
That's the first impression.
It's the first impression. Like they're either going to walk in that door or not based on what they see outside, right? Then you want to paint inside. You want it to smell good. You want it to be decluttered. You don't want it super personalized. When it's super personalized, people don't know how to envision themselves there. Let me tell you, people are not paying millions for square feet, bedrooms, bathrooms, a kitchen. They're paying for them seeing and living their life there. What does it mean to sit in the living room and sit by the fire and drink a glass of wine? What does it mean to gather with their kids after school? Are they doing it around an island that overlooks a beautiful green yard? So we need to create those visions so that when they walk in that door, they feel good, it smells good, it looks good, and we make their eyes follow whatever we want. And so that's where, we will add color, mirrors, lighting is very important.
Very good.
These are some basics that they can start to work on even before I walk in the door, if they're just even thinking about it. Also, I would say that the number one thing I see sellers cutting corners on is getting inspections and getting staging. If you don't have inspections, you can best believe that if I'm the agent on the other end and that inspection comes in, I'm going to be negotiating every single point.
Which is awesome.
Want to say, hey, this is the condition of our property. This is everything you need to know about our property. This is the condition, and that's why we priced it the way we priced it. While there are things that could come up, if things come up outside of that, then we can talk. But other than that, that's the way we priced at that condition. So,
I want to add to that. That's such a great point. And I've done that as a strategy to lower the price of a property I've purchased before. So, we'd come in and without inspections on the property, and then we'd get our own inspections. And then you have this negotiating stronghold almost where you're saying, well, listen, I was willing to pay for that at that time, but now I know the roof needs replacing. That's $30,000 off, and you don't want to lose this sale, et cetera. So great way to put it all out on the line where you could just know you knew about that. It's part of the inspection.
And over disclose. Over disclose. People are like, oh, should we write that we had a leak? Yes. Because if you don't, and then they discover it afterwards, that lawsuit's going to cost you a lot more.
Over disclose is key.
Over disclose is key. And staging. Okay, so I know staging is super expensive, and there's different stagers that I use. But staging is really important. Even if you have beautiful furniture that we can work with, if we can stage, your furniture is for you. It's for your taste. We are not looking for your taste. We are looking for a bland taste so that they can envision themselves there. Like if you've got a zebra couch or a bright red couch that looks phenomenal in that area, that's great. And I will probably really enjoy the uniqueness of it. But when you get the crowds in, most people are much more plain and understated and just want to see clean lines, open rooms, clean lines, bright, and space. If I present an empty room, it looks 10 times smaller than it is. They're like, oh my God, a bed would never fit here. Like, I don't even know, like an L-shaped couch. That's just the way space looks. So staging is really expensive, but it's also an investment in your return.
So cleanup, staging, very big investments. That could mean adding a value of X amount of dollars to the bottom line of the sale. You'll get it back anyway because you just up.
Yeah. So
your
sometimes
sale.
when my sellers have problems with it, I always actually this recently happened.
Yeah.
I walked into a listing. They're like, no, our furniture is perfect.
Yeah, of course.
It's like, look at our house. It's so cute. And it was honestly one of the most charming houses in San Mateo.
Oh,
Okay.
really? Okay.
So it really was charming. But I was like, there's too much. It's too much. We're going to move everything out and declutter. So I did that. Then when I changed the light fixtures, he's like, oh, no, but it's so pretty. And I was like, I know. It's totally beautiful for you, but we need to just do it for the crowd. And then when it came to the carpet, so in the master bedroom, there was a carpet, okay? It was dirty. It was, turning yellow. And I was like, the house looks newer, but we need to change the carpet. That's where he took a firm no to me.
Oh, boy.
And I said, okay, you know what? Forget everything I said. Here's the deal, okay? Don't pay for the carpet change, which at that time was $2,200. I said, if I told you I can get you $50,000 more and you had to spend $2,200, would you do it?
Nice.
And he goes, yeah. I said, perfect. That's all the permission I need.
Yeah.
The $2,200 will come later. I'll pay it out of pocket if I don't get you that $50,000 more. Of course, we got $150,000 more. But the point is that people have this holdup. And, my father, he used to tell me, don't trip over dollars to pick up pennies. You can't do that. You've got to look at the big picture.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying, spend a ton.
Yeah.
And I definitely treat my clients' money like my own.
Yeah.
But it is really important because it does make a difference in the perception of the condition of the home. That's what you are controlling.